What would you do if you caught your husband texting a younger female coworker intimate details about your sex life? This happened to Lauren when she accidentally found the texts during a nightmare vacation. Watch to the end to see how she handled the situation.
Hey everyone, I never thought I'd find myself sharing something like this, but here I am. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Lauren, 39, and I've been married to my husband, Andrew, 41, for the past 11 years. We have 2 beautiful kids, and up until recently, I believed we had a pretty strong and solid marriage. We've had our ups and downs like any couple, but overall, I thought we were in a good place. A few months ago, we decided to take a family vacation. It was a much-needed break from the routine, and we were excited to spend quality time together as a family. We rented a cozy cabin in a picturesque location, and it was the worst vacation of my life. It rained the entire time we were there, so everyone was cooped up inside. The kids were playing games on my phone, and I was feeling a bit bored, so I picked up Andrew's phone absent-mindedly. I wasn't snooping or anything. I just needed something to entertain me. As I scrolled through, a message notification caught my eye. It was from a girl whose name I didn't recognize. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened the message. What I read next left me in a state of shock and disbelief. The message described in explicit detail the intimate moments Andrew and I had shared the night before. My heart raced, and I felt a mix of anger, hurt, and confusion. I never, in my wildest dreams, expected to stumble upon something like this. My mind was racing, and I didn't know how to react. I couldn't believe Andrew had been sharing such private details about our sex life with some strange woman. I was livid he would breach my trust and privacy like that. I confronted Andrew about the message, and he looked like a deer caught in headlights. He stammered, trying to come up with an explanation, and then finally admitted that he had been talking to this girl. He claimed that she was just a close friend from work and that they shared personal details about their relationships with each other. I was beyond hurt, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I asked him if he was cheating on me, and he insisted that there was no affair, and that I was misunderstanding the situation. The rest of the vacation was a nightmare. I didn't talk to him verbally, and we fought through text messages all the while trying, and failing, to act normal in front of the kids. It was like a dark cloud was hanging over us, and I couldn't shake off the feeling of betrayal. I tried my best to enjoy the vacation with the kids, but my mind was consumed by what I had discovered. When we finally got back from the vacation, I knew we had to face this head-on. We couldn't just ignore what had happened and pretend everything was fine. Andrew agreed to go to marriage counseling with me, and although it was a step in the right direction, it didn't erase the pain I was feeling. During our counseling sessions, Andrew admitted that he had developed a closer bond with this girl from work than he should have. He acknowledged that he had crossed boundaries, even if it wasn't a physical affair. He promised to cut off all personal communication with her and to only interact with her professionally while at work. This was a start, but the damage was done, and my trust in him was shattered. I expressed how hurt I was that he shared such intimate details with a stranger, and he promised he would never do something like that again. There was nothing in his texts that told me for sure if he was being unfaithful. We have a policy now where both partners can freely access each other's phones, and from what I've seen, she hasn't reached out to him again, and neither has he tried to reach her. He's put a complete stop to all contact with her outside of work, and Andrew seems intent on making things right between us. It gives me hope that we can move forward from this incident, but it will take time. While I'm fully aware that sharing this personal story between my husband and me on the internet is ironic, Andrew has read what I've written and knows about it. I'm hoping that sharing this can be a cathartic experience for me. Thanks for taking the time to hear my story. If anyone has gone through something similar or has any advice to share, I'm all ears.
Thanks for sharing, Lauren. I can't help but feel a mix of sympathy and frustration reading your story. It's unfortunate that you had to go through such a painful experience, especially during what was supposed to be a family vacation. It's understandable that you're hurt and angry, given the breach of trust and privacy that you've had to deal with. I commend you for seeking marriage counseling and attempting to work through this situation. It takes a lot of strength to confront these issues head-on. The fact that your husband has agreed to cut off personal communication with this woman and is making an effort to rebuild trust is a step in the right direction. However, I can't help but question his judgment and integrity. From an outsider's perspective, his excuse about sharing personal relationship details with a female coworker as just a close friend sounds rather flimsy. Regardless of whether there was physical infidelity involved, the emotional intimacy and explicit discussions about your private moments are deeply concerning. It's important for him to understand that even if he didn't cross the physical line, he certainly breached emotional boundaries that are crucial in a committed relationship. It's good that you've implemented a policy of open access to each other's phones, but trust goes beyond just monitoring communication. It's about rebuilding a foundation of transparency, respect, and commitment. I hope that your husband truly grasps the gravity of his actions and is genuinely willing to put in the effort to make amends. Moving forward will undoubtedly take time, as you've rightly mentioned. Healing and rebuilding trust after such an incident isn't an overnight process. It requires ongoing communication, empathy, and a sincere commitment to change. While sharing your story online might be a cathartic experience for you, remember that the opinions and advice you receive from others might vary widely. Ultimately, you and your husband are the ones who need to navigate this path together. I hope that you find resolution and happiness for your marriage. Have any of you faced a situation where trust was shattered in your relationship, and if so, how did you work towards rebuilding it? What advice would you offer to someone like Lauren who's grappling with betrayal and trying to find a way to move forward? Your experiences and insights could be invaluable in helping others navigate through similar challenges, so leave your thoughts and comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit the like button so I know that I did my job properly. Thanks for your continued support, and I'll see you in the next video. It will be a good one, so don't miss it. Bye.